Hey guys, Alphafish here, and today we're going to be talking about how to set up like a rally or an attack properly. All right. So one of my guild members actually recommended or requested this video, so hopefully you learned something today. First off, we're going to talk about how to set up your troops. All right. So when you set up your troops, depending on what you're attacking, if you're attacking a dark nest or whatever, make sure that dark nest only has like two troop types or one troop type. It's going to be easier for you to take down. Uh, that way you can send a blast. So if you're attacking a dark nest that has like infantry and cavalry, you can send a cavalry blast. And when you do that, make sure that you are sending the proper heroes and if you have them, familiars, which we'll go through that as well. But what the main thing I wanted to touch with this is that if you're doing a full infantry blast, you can send four or I, you don't know how many times I recorded this video because I keep messing it up. So if you're sending a full range blast, you can send four cavalry and four infantry, and they will stall for your troops to knock the wall down. Okay, so that's very important, especially with Darkness. So that'll give you a step ahead of your opponent and give you a bit of extra damage without losing too much morale. Okay. It doesn't really work with cavalry or infantry blast because the troops attack the wall really quickly, and the troops won't come out of the wall at all. Okay, so with range, the enemy troops will come out of the wall while your troops are still firing on the wall itself without attacking the troops. So that's why you do this, and it helps to send a bit of cav, or not cav. It helps to send a bit of siege as well if you need to, if your damage isn't high enough to take the wall down. So now that we've talked about that, we will talk about what heroes to send. So like I said earlier, your heroes want to reflect the troops that you're sending. So if you're sending, say, if you're sending a mixture of infantry and cavalry, but you're sending more infantry than cavalry, you'll want to send more infantry heroes. All right. So you'll want to send like 3 infantry heroes, and then send like 2 cavalry heroes. All right. So what we are going to talk about today with these is we're going to be talking about which heroes to use. So you want with blasts, you want to favor the heroes that use or have the attack stats. So for infantry, the best troops to use, or the best heroes to use, are Oathkeeper here, who has the 30% infantry attack, and then also Demon Slayer. Demon Slayer, who also has the infantry attack. And the reason those two are best is because they also have infantry HP, which adds a little bit more to your troops. If you need extra damage, you can also add Soul Forger, or you can add Sea Squire, which both of those will give infantry attack as well. So if you ever need to supplement damage where you don't have enough heroes, or you have empty spaces where you can add more, you can always add Rose Knight, which gives 20% army attack, and you can always send Bomb and Goblin, who also gives that army attack. Okay, so you can always use these two for extra damage, because not all the troop types have enough heroes for that damage. Okay, so the good heroes to use for cavalry are Child of Light, who sends 30% attack, and then also Night Raven, who can send 30% attack for cavalry. Um, so cavalry is a bit weird for free to play because literally all you get are these two, and then you also have the supplemented Rose Knight and Bomb and Goblin. So you're still going to have an open space, and for this I recommend using Death Knight, because Death Knight will give you or health, and if you watch my videos you'll know that health is second best when it comes to the three stats. So attack is best, and then health is after, and then defense is last. Defense is least important. So if you still have the open spot, use Death Knight, okay? So he's going to be a better supplement than using anything else because he gives the health, alright? So if we're talking about range, good range heroes are Tracker. Tracker gives that damage, okay? So I'll add Tracker. Um, Another one is Death Knight, gives 30% attack. And then Snow Queen gives your 30% ranged attack as well. And then once again, you're stuck with two empty holes. Oh wait, we can use Rose Knight and we can use Bomb and Goblin to supplement both of those, right? Because it gives the army attack. So these are also really good if you need to throw in some extra siege to break the wall down. Rose Knight and Bomb and Goblin will give you just a little bit of extra damage for the siege, as well as your main troops that you're sending in those. So those are always good. You can never go wrong with the heroes that I just listed off for those three troop types. As far as familiars go, I typically focus on HP reduction for enemies, like enemy troops, because I don't spend money, so I don't have all of the crazy attack stats. And there are some free-to-play familiars that give attack stats, but the problem is that the pay-to-win people have better ones. So they're going to be ahead of you. So instead of trying to out-damage your enemy, how about you reduce their HP so you can wipe them out so they die faster, which will in turn it'll speed up the amount of morale that your enemy loses, right? So your enemy will lose morale faster than you if you have HP reductions, because their troops will die faster, right? So it makes sense. So right now I have the enemy max HP, army max HP, and I also am using cavalry max HP reduction as well. Currently I'm working on infantry max HP reduction, but it's not finished. As you can see, it's only 4%. But Aquarius and Jazik, I think that's how you say those. Um, these will both be a big help to your armies if you can get them up. So that's pretty much it for today. I hope you learned something. If you have any questions, comment below. Subscribe. I'm trying to put out videos every Friday if possible. Follow me, and I'll try to help you learn, right? So that's it for today. Check out my other videos, and peace out.